Have you ever thought about everything that you could be? Do you honestly believe you're the best version of yourself? Have you ever thought about how much more you could be doing than you are right now? Have you ever thought about the idea that you have so much energy stored in within you that'll make you better? Today, we're talking about everything that you could be. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome aboard Life Launchpad, your go-to channel for practical advice and guidance to launch your dreams into reality. I'm your host, Andrew Savina, and today we're back with another video. Today, we are talking about potential, tapping into your energy reservoir within you to make you the best version of yourself. With that said, let's get right into the content. The word potential is thrown around a lot, very frequently. Look at your potential. You have so much potential. What does it really mean? When I think of potential, I think of, shout out to my ninth grade science physics teacher, Mr. Bonner. He taught us about physics, and he taught us about potential energy that is stored up before doing something. It's just you have the potential energy, and then when you do it, you exercise it and change it into some different form of energy. What I learned from this is that we all have something within us. We have that energy that we can use to make it into kinetic energy, something that when we're committing actions, we're doing something, working towards something. For most of our lives, we're like right here, we're just standing here. We have all this potential energy around us, and then we just stay there. We stay stagnant. We just do what we have to keep that potential energy as stored up as possible. Think about it like this: when you go and get a job after you graduate from a 4-year college and you work the same job, you're not really like, the majority of people are just working, hoping to get that increase that increases their potential, but they never execute on that potential on their own. It's just on somebody else's accord from the outside. And then something else you have to realize is that everybody's potential energy is different. That's why we have people that are, business people, we have artists, we have musicians, and they all have unique talents of their own. It's because they've tapped into their very own potential energy and they've done something with it. Somebody that is a really great musician might not have the best writing for books. The worst part about potential is that everybody has it, but there's a big barrier to it. The one big barrier is fear. Everybody realizes that whoever's successful and whoever's not, they all start the same. We all start as human beings, individuals, the same, like give or take a little bit of like opportunities. They just make it happen. So then why doesn't everybody just make it happen? It's because these people cross this fear boundary. Most people are afraid of what other people are going to think, if they're going to succeed or not, or different outcomes and circumstances around that. See, keeping your potential energy and not doing anything and conforming to society, not striving away from the group, keeps you at a simple, very homeostasis point. Once you start tapping into your potential energy and trying to do different things, that's when you're starting to move, you're starting to do things, you're starting to move away from people that are just okay with being normal, okay with being whatever they have to do just to make ends meet. This is a scary process, don't get me wrong. Taking the first step will always be the scariest process because you don't know what you're doing. You're stepping into something else, you're tapping into something that you believe you have, but other people are saying, why are you even bothering trying? This brings me to a quote that I'm going to butcher right now, but it talks about somebody that is successful in some sort of area will never criticize you for taking the first step. Millionaire won't criticize you for starting your first business. YouTuber won't criticize you for starting your first, uploading your first video. But somebody that's never taken that first step will criticize you. Think about it like this: when you're doing well in something, the people that you realize are doing better than you aren't going to be like, oh wow, why are you doing so hard? Why are you trying so hard? Why what's the point of this? But somebody that's doing worse than you will, they'll be like, oh, you're just being a nerd. Like, think about it like this: if you took an exam and then you got a high score, let's say you got like a 96, somebody else got like a 60, they're gonna be like, oh, you're such a nerd. Why'd you study so hard? It's not even that important. They're gonna criticize you for trying and studying and working towards achieving, success. And the important part about all this is that when you're tapping into your potential energy, you can't let others people's energy dictate what you're doing. You can't let somebody that has no motivation, has no goals, has nothing that they want to work towards stop you and slow you down from reaching, your very high aspirations. I had somebody come up to me, I was working last week, and I had somebody come up to me and they were like, hey man, it's really cool what you're doing, you're trying to improve your life, but why don't you just wait till after college? And I sat there, I was like, huh? What? It caught me off by such shock, in the middle of my shift working, and this person's telling me that I shouldn't be improving my life. They told me I should just enjoy it, that I'll have time in the future. It just makes me think, it's like, why are you like upset with me trying to create something better for myself while I'm in the same level as you? We're both in college, we're both doing whatever we have to, we're learning, but I'm taking a few extra steps to learn some skills, gain some knowledge, try something new, try, put myself out there, get something going for myself. I just thought it was funny. And the fact that people will always want to bring you down to their level, because if you're above them, then it makes them feel bad about yourself. But if you're at the same level, it's like, well, nobody's succeeding, nobody's doing anything, it's all good. And that's why it's really important. You have to realize that this journey, as I've mentioned in previous videos, is a lonely one. You might be doing something to better yourself, if that's financially, physically, mentally, whatever aspect that you're trying to, improve on. If you're starting a business, if you're just trying to graduate, you're trying to get a degree, whatever it is, the journey. And if you're trying to, focus, really focus, commit 100% to what you're doing, some people will always try to drag you down. They're gonna be like, hey man, why don't you go out enough? Hey man, I don't see you doing this. It's like, whatever it is, they're just trying to bring you back to their level. And that's exactly when you have to think about it and be like, yeah, I don't think this is what I need to do. This is not what I want to do. I got to work on this. I have different things that I've set up for myself that I need to prioritize instead of whatever you're offering. And this is essential. And it brings me to another great quote that I've heard. And it's, I don't remember who it says, man, I'm trying to find their name, but it's like, a rocket ship going for the moon doesn't, take off and then just stop mid journey and then just continue going. That happens, it just falls right back down to where it was. You can't stop mid journey. You can't get distracted. Oh, now I remember. That was one quote. Another quote is "Rest at the end, not in the middle" by Kobe Bryant, the late Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. It's a great quote. You can't take a break in the middle of your journey. You can't just work, work, work. All right, let me just put that aside, do whatever I want, and then I'll get back to it whenever. That just doesn't work. You're either A, giving other people time to catch up to you and get ahead of you, or B, just reducing your skills, your knowledge, and everything that you've worked so hard on, and your commitment, your dedication to take a break for whatever reason it may be. A personal example for me is when I started this channel. This channel that you're watching this video on, I obviously had 0 subscribers, as one does. And I started posting videos. I didn't like telling my friends. I didn't like telling anybody about it. I just wanted to work on it, work on myself, see what I got. And I started making moves. I started, getting things started, rolling videos out. And I started uploading shorts, doing whatever I had to. And I just did the first move. And now, at first it was like, a lot of people were like, yeah, whatever. It's like, whatever, you'll stop soon. It's not something serious. I still have people that make fun of me for my videos and my content. It's like, I see that you're making fun of me, and it's like, it's funny. Like, for you, I'm glad it's a joke, but like, you're not doing anything with your life. Like, these are people that have no aspirations, have no goals. They're just sitting around. And, as odd and awkward as it might seem for them that I'm just sitting here in front of a camera uploading videos on some kind of content to people, maybe, like, obviously it's not a large amount of people, but there's around 235 people that follow me on YouTube or subscribe to me on YouTube, and that's a lot. Like, think about being in a room with 235 people, being like, yeah, somebody watched your video and enjoyed what you made. It's like mind blowing. I can't imagine that. So, really, your potential, from what I just said, you can't let your potential and what you want to do be deteriorated from other people and from fear and from all these other outside sources. Because in reality, if you want something and you desire to pursue it, you shouldn't have anything that stops you and slows you down from working towards that. If you want it bad enough, you will work for it. If you don't, you'll find excuses. And if you think you have a lot of potential, subscribe to the channel for more content to keep yourself educated and have more, information flowing to you so you can improve on whatever you're working at. The reality is, everybody has more potential. They could be doing more, they could be working on themselves more. It's just the fact of taking the first step and starting the progress. You can't improve yourself if you don't even try. You don't start. You don't take the first initiative step in that long journey. Don't let other people decide who you become. Take the initiative, take the first step, work towards becoming the best version of yourself possible. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe. A lot of content coming out, a lot of stuff working in the works. We got stuff moving. I got work to manage, and I got videos I'm cooking up. I got, my business project. I got some new information on that, some new updates. So a lot of stuff happening, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Still working on getting a lot of content out. Still working on editing some content. I'm always working on something, trying to make sure that I do everything I can. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a cool video. Trying to incorporate some motivation as well. I teach things, I show you my fitness content, I make some like entertainment, but some motivation as well. My Wednesday videos, if you've noticed, the last, well, as of recording these last 2 videos that I've uploaded have been these speeches and motivation videos that I'm gonna try and upload every Wednesday. And then every Sunday will be a video with some sort of content with me facing the camera talking to you, if it's motivation, just me talking, gym, finances, whatever it is. Just so this way it gives me time to edit videos, get ahead, post some motivation, get some short stuff, just making a constant schedule. So I'm looking at two long form videos a week with, a bunch of short form content in there, 5, 6 videos a week. Might have to up those numbers, get some more content out to you guys just so I stay consistent, stay up there, keep you guys educated, you know what I'm talking about. Um, but that's all I have for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. And with that being said, don't forget, the power to transform your lives lies within you. Don't stop learning. Don't stop growing. Don't stop launching towards your dreams. I'm your host, Angel Davina, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.